Okay, so welcome everybody to the 2-2-2-2-2 ritual. So I wanted, off the cuff, wanted to create just a little bit of a gathering for anybody that wanted to jump on board and do this ritual of manifestation, this ritual of release, to use the portal energies to really amplify our dreams, our manifestations, and to amplify actually the healing. That's what I'm being told now, is to amplify the healing in the release process that we're going to go through tonight, which is going to be very simple. We are doing this with bells on, so it's all good. So what I asked you to do is to bring 2 pieces of paper. The purpose of that is to place your intentions on one. We're going to start off with the first one, which is all of the stuff that we want to release. That is going to get burnt after your session. What we can do, if you like, is obviously, because we need to safely burn outside after, but what we can do is go through the process of ripping up the paper whilst we're all together, and then you can just go and, some people would prefer to flush it down the toilet, whatever suits you. But the intentions one, because we're going to use the energy of the number 22 out of the 2-2-2-2-2-2, we're going to put that under our pillow, however you want to put that under your pillow, and that's going to be under your pillow for 22 days. So what we're doing is we're amplifying our intentions by actually connecting more deeply with the intention as well. That's a really powerful ritual that I do once a year, but for me, it felt right for me to do it for this session as well. So without further ado, what we're going to do, if you haven't got a candle, don't worry, I have got a tea light here. So we're going to officially open this sacred space, this portal space, by opening up the space, calling in our spiritual support team. So these are beings of 100% pure love and light only. We are inviting you to step into this sacred space, to step into our environment, to be around us now. Set your intention just to be in this space, to get the most from it. You might have some guidance that comes through to release or to connect with those things that are really important for you to release. So get that insight and clarity, so that whatever intention you set now, set that, and that is out there, it's in the ether, it's with your guides. And so, as I say, once we've finished and closed the space, what we'll do is we'll extinguish those flames. So this is a very, very simple process. Taking that first piece of paper, what I would like you to do is to spend a few minutes just tuning in and writing down. So this is like a process, and your guides are going to help you with this now, I'm being told, is to brain dump everything that you want to release. So this could be habits. This could be old memories or regrets or disappointments or fears. Anything that you can think of, any blocks, resistance, self-sabotage, limiting beliefs, health issues, relationships, people, whatever it is that you'd like to release. I want you to just brain dump everything. And I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do this. Once you get into the flow of this, you'll get into the flow. That's what I'm being told by my guides. So make a start, and what I'll do is I'll put myself on mute. And what I want to say also is that these things that you're releasing, you're not releasing on behalf of anybody else. This has just got to be for you. So trying to support somebody else, that isn't, that you can't, karmically, it's not an alignment to do that. So I'm just making a note of that. I'm not sure if anybody was going to do that, but it just came in my head to mention that. So any sorry, I just thought of something. I need to put some regrets down. Okay. So as people are just continuing to write things down, I'm just going to let you know the significance of this day. So it's very much linked with the number 2, and the number 2 from a numerology perspective is very much about about connection. It's about relationships. It's about the divine feminine energy. And so it's this intuitive aspect of ourselves. It's being able to see 2 sides of the story. It's about connecting with others. That's what the 2s bring. And also from a double digit perspective, the 22 is a master number, and it's about the architect. It's the architect of change. It's about creating legacies. It's a very, very powerful number. So when it's all amplified with the 5 2s, it's kind of like it's on steroids. So the opportunity being in this portal is to enhance our connection. It's to enhance our intuition, connect with the divine feminine, all of those aspects. But it's also the opportunity to release, renew, to kind of reform, to align. It's to manifest. It's to up level. And it allows us to release more powerfully any of those ties and links, karmic links with our past, with the 3D aspects of the 3D. So that, you know, that could be relationships, it could be limiting thinking, it could be societal stuff, it could be traditions. It's allowing us to let go of those paradigms, but also to allow ourselves to up level further energetically. So from an ascension process, it's allowing us to take on those energies as well in the portal. We're taking on those energies anyway, but a portal kind of amplifies all of this process. And so when we join together in this way, whether you're watching the replay or the live, the fact that we're bringing all of our energies together just makes it even more super powerful. So this is a time for letting go, and then it's a time then to manifest and bring in the new. And of course, releasing the old to bring in the new is what we want to do. We want to replace that energy. So whenever we release energies, ideally we want to replace with a more positive energy, because we will have a vacuum, a space. If we don't, sometimes it's good to have space, but quite often, as that saying or that proverb goes, nature abhors a vacuum, meaning that it will instantly get filled with something else that nature will, or ourselves will just fill it with. So if we can replace it with the intention of what it is that we would like to achieve, at least we're being intentional about what it is in terms of energy and opportunity that we want to fill that space with. So hopefully you've got all of the things that you've written down. So now what we're going to do is you're going to spend a bit of time just thinking about what it is that you would like to replace all of that stuff with. This might be just one idea, it might be just one goal, one intention, or you might have a whole host of them. Again, just brain dump everything that you would like to experience, maybe in the next week, in this next year, in the next 10 years. There's no limits here. Just write it all down, fill up your vacuum with those intentions, because whilst we're doing this work and whilst you're doing this process, your guides are coming in, your guides are capturing, they're kind of stood over your shoulder, they're looking at the intentions that you're putting out here. And then they've got an idea. The universe has an idea now. Okay, so this is what Marina wants to realize. What can we do to help support her do that? Because you're actively getting this out of your mind, out of your body, through this physical action. You're making it more powerful. Now, we are going to amplify this, of course, with the pendulum. Can't do this work without introducing some kind of pendulum aspect. So I'm going to further amplify that. But for now, I'll give you another 5 minutes just to brain dump and get your ambitions, get your dreams, your wishes, all of that beautiful magic out of your head and onto the paper. And when you come to write it like it's already happened as well, so that you're already enjoying this fulfilled intention, that it's already filling you up, you know. So write it in the kind of like in the present tense, so that you're already experiencing it. Okay, so once we've got an idea of ambitions, intentions, I've got quite a lengthy list there. What I want you to do now is I want you to close your eyes, holding that intentions sheet. And what you're going to do is you're going to actively tune into that message, those words, and just kind of relaxing into the chair, holding that piece of paper. And I want you to start to just take a big deep breath in for me. And as you take that big deep breath in, you're just going to drop into your heart space. And as we drop into the heart space, your heart starts to expand. And then I want you to take another deep breath in for me. And again, on the out breath, we're just relaxing. And as you're relaxing, those words are going to just start to transfer into your physical body, into the ether, into your aura, into your environment. And you're going to start to really tune into the intentions, the information that you've written, those ambitions. And then you're going to start to perhaps imagine, sense, feel, or just know that there before you, that there's a beautiful purple portal of light. And it has the aspects of silver shimmering through it. This is like a purple portal of light that's shining above you. It's there, it's like a column of light that's starting to appear. And you may not be able to visualize, so just know that there is this purple portal of light. And this is the 22222 portal that we're now inviting to present itself here for us to fully be able to step into that energy. So holding that piece of paper, I want you to step into that purpley silver light. And as you step into that purple silvery light, it's going to start to fill your auric field, your whole body system, every aspect of your being, your light, your frequency, starting to be lit by that portal, that energy of those numbers of today, this auspicious day that we find ourselves upon. And holding that piece of paper and thinking about those intentions, I want you to really tune into how, if and when you experience and realize those ambitions, what is the number one energy that you feel? So this could be accomplishment, it could be satisfaction, it could be joy, fulfillment, growth, expansion. Just tune into that. And then just notice where you feel it the most, where that energy is presenting itself. And it could be in the heart, it could be in the solar plexus, it could be the third eye, the throat. Where are you feeling that energy? Knowing that you've successfully realized everything on your piece of paper. This is your target energy, whatever that one energy was. And what that means is that this is the kind of the trigger energy. So when you complete any of the aspects of those ambitions and intentions, that will be the target energy that your body, your mind, your being will connect in with. That's kind of your trigger point when you know that you have completed, you've realized it, you are living it, you are being it. But that target energy also helps you to stay in alignment with any of the decisions or the actions that you need to take, any of the opportunities that might present themselves This gives you an energy to tune into and think and feel. If I do this action, is the underlying energy of that action matching my target energy? Will it bring me that target energy? And if it doesn't, then that raises the question, is this the aligned action for you to take? So this is why it's a good thing to tune into the target energies of all of your desires, because you then have a way of being able to then take the right action. So now that you have that target energy and you're standing within that portal of light, we're just going to ask for the universe, your guides, to also now step closer around this portal of energy. And we're inviting your guides to support, to open up the doors of opportunity, to allow the right people to step into our space, the teachers, the mentors, family members, perhaps new soul tribe members, new connections, new clients, new friends, allowing them to all be able to find an easy pathway to support us with our intentions. Asking for our guides in the universe to support us with dealing with the resistance that we will find ourselves facing at certain points of this journey. Our fears, our doubts, our insecurities, our limitations. We're asking for our guides to support us with being able to handle that resistance, those blocks, those beliefs, and allowing us to handle those in the most aligned way possible, in perhaps the quickest way possible. So your guides are just capturing all of that information, all of this intention that we are activating whilst we're stood within this portal. Placing that intention also into your Akashic records, into your present lifetime book, so that it's further enhanced and captured. Just allow yourself to soak up the energies of the 2222 portal and any light codes, any wisdom, any magic that's held within that portal. Your guides are going to facilitate you being able to absorb, being able to be activated, and then allow yourself to step out of the portal, still holding your piece of paper. And then when you're ready, you can start to bring yourself back round, just remembering what that target energy is. And you may want to just write that down on the intentions sheet, so you have that, you know, below your intention. So just make a note what your target energy is and what's maybe where you felt it the most. And then that's been captured. And so you know that you have that as a marker. It's like a marker for your actions. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to now do the releasing aspect. As I say, you can go away and burn this, but what I would like to do is just to actively get the pendulum out. So whilst I'm doing this, you may want to actually just rip up into lots of tiny pieces of paper, just as I connect. So I'm doing this activation and this clearing and this healing for the highest good of all concerned. And this is going to be activated throughout your Akashic records, all timelines, lifetimes, universes, dimensions, and beyond. Going to connect to all blocks, please, that everybody has written down on their papers, all of the things that they want to release that is not serving them any longer, whether this is known or unknown. Wherever it's rooted, wherever it's been placed, whether it's in any of the conscious levels, whether it's in the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual bodies, whether it's on our ancestral lines, in our ancestors' Akashic records, whether it's held within our energetic DNA, within our whole body system, in our memory system, within our cells. Wherever these blocks are, we're going to connect to the root causes, we're going to connect to those blocks, and we're going to release those, please, now. So this could be mindset, habits, dysfunctional desires, patterns, programs, agreements that we've made, implants, imprints, trauma, wounding. This could be hooks, cords, threads, tags, vows, contracts, bargains, implants, any artificial intelligence that has been implanted into our body. I want to release that, please. Any dysfunctional programming or conditioning that we're still being influenced by. Can we release that now as well, please? So just continue to breathe, continue to perhaps rip up your pieces of paper. And what we're going to do is we're also going to just send love, forgiveness, and healing to all souls that are involved with creating these blocks, with those souls that we maybe want to disconnect from. We're just sending love, forgiveness, and healing to all souls as we do this work, as we do this release. And we're just going to send love, forgiveness, and healing to ourselves, and allowing ourselves to complete everything that is available for us to complete, and just know that we offer ourselves forgiveness for where we've maybe hung on to certain blocks, programming, conditioning, because it's felt safe. Where we've known that we've continued a pattern of behavior or a belief that isn't good for us and we know it, but it's felt safer to do that. That we've perhaps hurt ourselves in that process, that we've maybe criticized ourselves, given ourselves a hard time, even started to really dislike aspects of ourselves. We're just allowing that forgiveness and that compassion and that self-love to just flood our system now as we release these blocks. And I'm just talking now to your ego and to your shadow, to let them know that it's safe, and your inner child, that this is safe. Releasing these blocks are not going to cause any more pain or trauma. Only love. Pure divine love. Love for ourselves, love for each other, love for divine source. So I'm just activating all of these intentions back into your Akashic records. We're releasing, but we're also activating. Okay, so this pendulum will continue to spin just as it's releasing all of the things that you've captured on that paper, all of the things that you are ripping up now on that paper with all of the blocks. Okay, so that's been activated. So what I'm going to suggest is that you drink lots of water over the next 24 hours, because that That healing will continue for at least 24 hours. Your higher self and your guides will manage the whole process. You haven't got to do anything other than drink water. You may want to journal on what comes up, and just know that as part of that releasing process, you may have some emotional shifts that come through. You may feel very energized. You may feel quite tired. You may not feel anything at all, and that is also perfect. How it affects you will be different for each and every one of you. If there are any questions you have about that, then reach out to me and I will answer to the best of my ability. But just know that that will continue. That is a deep healing that's gone through your whole divine soul blueprint. It's gone through your Akashic records. And so as your guides kind of sift through, obviously from a 5th dimensional level, it's been done. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, it's been done. But the 4th and the 3rd dimensional, it'll take a little bit longer, especially the 3rd dimensional. Okay, so you've got your paper, so you can do whatever you would wish to do with that. Now, once the session has finished, you've got your target energies. So use that information now for anything that you decide that you want to take a step on, that first step towards realizing your ambitions or your intentions. Tune in. Is this going to allow me to feel my target energy? So for me, mine was joy. So is me doing a certain action going to bring me joy? Depending on what it is, probably not. So I'm going to have to then consider, do I outsource a certain task? Do I get somebody to help me? Do I pass it on to somebody else? Or is there an aspect of joy that I can bring to the process that is going to liven it up? So that's what I would recommend there. For some of you, you're going to have completely different energies, but this is a really powerful practice when you include a target energy in, and it just allows you to stay in that soul alignment. Has anybody got any questions at this time? Let me know. How is everybody feeling? We've not quite closed the space yet, but I just wanted to just check in and see if anybody got any questions at this point. If not, then that's okay. Just know that everything has been captured, as I say, in this recording. So if you want to come back and just do another powerful release at any point, have that activation, standing in the 2-2 portal, maybe reconnecting with your intentions, then absolutely do this. So with the intentions, as I say, what you're going to do is you're going to hold that up, place it into something that means that the paper will be protected. I have around my pillow, I've got an extra kind of case, so, and it's zipped, so mine will be going into there. And I want you to sleep on it for the next 22 days. So it just means that you're enhancing that that connection with your ambitions and your intentions further by actually having, your energy with it for a long time. Also, you're going to be more inspired, maybe get more ideas, more ahas in how you're going to achieve this, how you're going to achieve these intentions. Of course, we've asked the universe to support us, but the universe will only do that halfway. We have to keep taking steps physically as well. It doesn't just magically happen. We've actually got to take action. So if you have enjoyed this process, if you found the pendulum activation powerful, if you enjoyed coming into a group like this, and just feeding off other people's energies, kind of contributing your energies to this beautiful space, doing this type of ritual aspect, allowing yourself to have this bit of time for reflection and then receiving healing, then I would love you to check out my Vortex membership, because there's a lot more of this type of activity that will support you with your intentions. That's what we primarily focus on, is what your intentions are, and we work through them every month with an alignment map, with a masterclass, an Akashic masterclass, with a pendulum powerful pendulum activation, and also an alignment spell. Spells are not for everybody, but they're basically rituals. Spell just sounds a little bit spooky and a little bit more magic, I suppose. But the power of the vortex membership means that you're in this vortex, and this energy, this portal, it's like your own sacred portal that you can step into and be in every day of the year. So if you fancy finding out more about that, then there is a link that I have posted at the top of this chat box, and I will send you the link as well with the replay if you want the replay of this this little session. Okay, so Emma says for the second time today she's had pain blockage in her throat chakra when I was thinking of releasing. Yeah, so there's obviously some stuff coming up there. Could be ancestral, it could be, you know, past life stuff. The throat is a really common one, and what you'll find the more that you're doing your ascension process, what I've been focusing on quite a lot with some of my sessions is, and you'll notice when I do my meditations now, is that we talk about the Alta Major chakra, which is at this point here. And so we have been plugged in to the 3D through the Alta Major. The Alta Major chakra is the feminine aspect of your intuition, of your third eye. The third eye is the masculine, the Alta Major is the feminine, and this is where we've been really plugged in to 3D, you know, patriarchal and all of that. The throat is another aspect where we've been plugged in, and so it's really connected with Atlantean collars, where we've been submissive, and we've really kind of gone into, you know, being submissive and kind of agreeing to be, you know, to be programmed, I suppose. Back in the Atlantean times with the fall of Atlantis, we then started to have these Atlantean collars that we accepted in order to follow the rules, through guilt and shame and all of that, because there was a lot of trauma with the fall of Atlantis. So all of that is being taken away. And so I think for you, Emma, that's what I picked up, is that there's probably some Atlantean collars that are coming off that are being released. But we'll all have those. Whenever you feel of a throat thing, it's going to be where you have been literally stopping yourself, or you are being forcibly stopped to speak your truth. It's all good, it's all part of the process. So Paola felt the energy in your right eye and forehead. Excellent. So there will be, so for me the forehead was probably just generally with forehead pain, it could be the opening of your third eye a little bit more, but also it's a point where we release energy as well. So it could be just energy being released. The right eye, that could be about vision as well, seeing more clearly, or having a wider perspective on something. Cindy said, as soon as you went in for intentions, I felt excitement and felt the third eye and crown a lot. Excellent. So that's an expansion, and that's, yeah, if you're feeling excited, then there's something there with that, which is brilliant. Victoria said her target energy was success. Oh my gosh, such an amazing, and normally I would go with that kind of target energy, but I got clearly, you know, yours has to be joy. Joy's come up twice now for me, so I've really got a connecting with that. Paola says hers with joy as well. Yeah, I find that really hard. It's a really hard target energy. You're very welcome, Marie, Paola. Kathleen said, what do you do with the list of intentions in 22 days? That was great, thank you. Okay, so once you've got the 22 days, then for me, you've kind of captured it, you've done it, so you can then place it maybe with your new moon intentions. You maybe the one that you want to bring out with your new moon. Every time there's a new moon, you could do a ritual with the new moon to enhance it. I would also use it as a marker, so as you start to realize some of those intentions, you can actually, you know, you can take them off. You can take them off your list because you're realizing them, you're doing them. You might find that through time you may want to amend those intentions as well, but for me it's like it's something to refer to. It's going to keep you on track, and it has that target energy. So sleep on it, activate it for 22 days, and then go back and refer to it. Have it as your as your alignment. It's like your own alignment map, I suppose, but if you were to step into the vortex, we do a lot more with our intentions, and you have specific alignment maps connected with the Akashic chamber that we're unlocking. So next month we're going into embracing forgiveness and understanding. So this is all about cosmic healing that we're doing in the next one. So this month it was all about wealth and prosperity. So we have different chambers that we go into. Vivian says, will the opposite of our intention come up as we release? Yes, possibly. Yeah, you might find that if you had a certain intention of improving a relationship, that there might be the things that need to be really addressed in that relationship, or another relationship will present themselves for you to look at. Some of them you will just have released, and there's no need for you to actually do any more work with them because we've let them go. You've maybe done enough already, and we were just able to shift them. But you will find that some might just need a little bit more work, and so they will present themselves to you. So it's a great question, Vivian. Okay, Kath, yeah, okay, so I think that's all of the questions. So it's now time for me to close this circle officially. Do this with my fingers. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so we've officially closed the circle. So this is then time for you to do whatever it is that you wish to do with those pieces of paper. I'm going to go and burn mine now. And as I say, if you want any more information about the Akashic Alignment Vortex, then please do let me know. But I hope you enjoyed this ritual. I would love to hear how things transpire for you, what comes up, what shifts, how things are enhanced in your life. That's what I would love to hear. You're very welcome, Anne. So lovely to have you all here. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy. It's such a beautiful way to spend an hour. Wow. Yes, thank you so much for trusting me in your journey just in this little bit, and spending the time on this portal day in my company. And thank you, Emma. You would highly recommend the Vortex membership. Thank you so much. Okay, love and blessings. Take care, and I'll see you all soon.